Hey everyone, welcome to part 3 of the Luthier's Lair series detailing the build of Project Natacha, which is a Gazzbass Falcon Series II for my friend in Belgium, Mr. Eddy Wilms. Yes, this episode I think we're going to be assembling the neck, showing how the initials, or the name actually, Eddy's name in the 12th fret is made and how it comes together. And we'll probably be vinyl sealing the body and starting to actually paint the body with nitrocellulose lacquer in a beautiful red colour that I've chosen for Eddy. So let's go and get on with it without much further ado and all that, you know. So Eddy, here we go. Awesome. So folks, because Eddy's name in the 12th fret there has been engraved with a laser, there's going to be like burnt wood and charcoal and shit stuff I need to see down there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a brush, soft toothbrush, so I can get in there and give it a quick brush so it starts to look clear. Then we're going to take some denatured alcohol, pour a bit on the brush, and get in there and clean it. Get all that gunk out of there. Okay. Now the depth of this is like 1/8 of an inch. The fretboard itself is 1/4 of an inch thick, and once we've cleaned that, let me get a little cotton cloth here. Once we've cleaned that, and also you can use some canned air here to blow out some of the crap in there. We have to get this clean. We really have to get this clean, because when the next stage is to pour a clear epoxy in here, and you don't want any of the epoxy carrying any of that dirt into the clear, because it will show up when you backlight it. And this is our backlight right there, which is going to go behind the fingerboard about here, and so that Eddy's name is in the middle of the panel. So it's a little LED panel you get for like cars and stuff. They work great off of 9-volt batteries. Oh, sorry, did I just move the tripod there? I'm very sorry. So we just keep going away. And of course, once this is cleaned, and cleaned to my satisfaction, or that I know that it's not going to carry any dust into the epoxy, I will epoxy it. Then after that, of course we'll mask it off, put the epoxy in. Then once the epoxy is cured, about 2 days, we'll sand it down flat and we will route a cavity in the back here. You can see the cavities for the LEDs are already done. Then I need to route tracks in the back here to hold the wires. So that's the way that's done. You can see this rosewood has been treated, and some of the treatment is coming off it and it's lightening up. So I'll probably stain it again so it's dark. Eddy really wanted a really dark fingerboard, so I'm going to probably darken this up quite a bit for him. But yeah, that's what we'll do next. Keep cleaning that till we're satisfied. Cool. So here is Eddy's name written in the fingerboard. The final product. Oh, I'm just joking. It's not really the final product, of course. I poured the epoxy about 20 minutes ago. All the air bubbles have gone away. Most of them. The rest I used a little compass needle here to pop them. And it's starting to harden up. In a couple of days it'll be fine. So what I did was I masked off part of the fingerboard there, and I put little plasticine or modelling clay around it so that it didn't spill over, and then I just sort of poured 2-component epoxy, clear epoxy into there, 50-50 hardener and resin, and just let it set now. It sets in about 48 hours. I always give it about 48 hours. And after that it's just a case of peeling away the modelling clay and the tape, and then sanding that down till it's flush with the fingerboard, and then polish it up and it should be good. It's hard to see with the lighting, but Eddy's name is in there. And of course when we route out the back where the panel goes, I'll route in so that the epoxy starts to show. Polish that up too, and then put the panel in and put a blue filter in there so it looks like a blue LED. I only ever use white panel LEDs, and I use filter screens to get any sort of colour I like. You know, just take the primary colours, mix them up. You can also get other colours, you know, but yeah, that's the best way to do it. You get any colour you like. That's how I did Franco's. I put a green and I left a white strip there, and I put a red filter in there to make it look like the Italian flag for Franco. So yeah, okay, nicely we progress. Once again, sorry about the extractor fan being on. I've just done a bunch of lacquering and brought the bases in here to cure, so that's why the extractor's on. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. So as you can see, I have a magnifier here on top of this fretboard with Eddy's name in it. I have 2 pieces of sandproof tape, sand resistant tape from Glue Boost, great company, and I'm just whittling away at the epoxy, getting it sanded down so that it's flush with the rosewood, and then we're going to give this a little wipe and see where we are with it. You should be able to see the letters standing out quite well. A little bit of alcohol on here, and just wipe this up. There you go. Nice and visible. Very well pronounced. Pronounced Eddy. Sorry. The shape is pronounced. Very well pronounced. We're almost down to the wood now, so it's about time to leave it for another day or so to fully harden before we polish it. Just wanted to get the majority of the epoxy off before I start polishing. You see that drying up very nicely. Dry that off there. There's still some bits of epoxy here and here that I need to take out. I'm using 400 grit sandpaper for this. I might move up to like 800 in a little bit just to make it nice and clean. You see the rosewood's sort of paled out a bit, but that's okay. We're going to restore the colour anyway, so there's no problems here. Good, quite good. Yeah. Yes, indeedy. Great. Well, folks, here is Eddy's fingerboard on the Gazzbass Falcon Series II Natacha build. So, as you can see, I'm holding things in place with tape right now. On the back there, that's the wiring, that's the LED panel for the initials. Yeah, and I just soldered it and about to test it, as usual. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. And 1, 2, 3, contact. Yes. There you go. That's what it's going to look like. Excuse me. There you go. Gives you a better idea. Yeah. See that? Nice. Looks really good. I think the blue for Eddy's name there on the 12th fret is the right decision. It gives a much better contrast. You know, it could be white, but white's so plain, isn't it? Blue's nice. It's looking very good. The panels, everything's looking very good here. And as you notice, this is still a straight block. What I'm going to do with this one, because I made the rosewood quite narrow, is I'm going to just glue it on the neck anyway, centre it up, and then after it's set, I will bandsaw the majority of the excess off, and then I'll sand it for a much better shape. Anyway, it's looking great, eh? I like it a lot. Wish I had my name on a base. Well, never mind. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. So, yeah. Let's go. Unfortunately, that's all there is for part 3. Quite a short episode, but, you know, when you're finishing things in nitrocellulose lacquer and stuff like that, it takes a long ass time to dry. To dry properly, to cure, the process is slower. You know, instead of slathering paint on it, you know. Well, lacquer is paint. But anyway, that's just maybe. So, that's all we have got time for. The next part, we're going to see a completed neck, I think. Yes. We're still not going to see the body. You know why? Because it's going to take a month. Okay. I'm going to let it dry for maybe about 3 weeks and then polish it. But anyway, as I say, I hope you can join me the next time. And as usual, stay safe. Be good. Got it right that time. And catch you folks later. Thanks for watching. Cheers folks. Bye bye.